welcome to the Galactic Mayan Weather Report. So today's a pretty special day because we closed off yesterday with the yellow cosmic sun. We closed off a 260-day cycle, which is what we're tracking here, called the Mayan Tzolk'in. So yesterday we completed this 260-day cycle. And today, being the red magnetic dragon, we are beginning a new 260-day cycle that we're all going to work on in our collective evolution. So what we're looking at is each of these cycles of the Tzolk'in, it's 260 different archetypes that I'm doing a weather report for every day. And each one of these days plays a really significant role in evolving our purpose, in evolving our community, our collective. It's the evolutionary impulse from the center of the galaxy, from the galactic butterfly, as the ancient Maya used to believe, that would flap its wings and the wings would send off these synchronic codes that would be like the upgrade codes for humanity, traveling from the center of our galaxy through all the different suns, the time lenses, the sun being the closest time lens that brings these codes out, traveling on the neutrino field and runs through our DNA and actually triggers certain awakening moments in our life. So that's a bit of a mouthful, but that's what we're tracking in this Galactic Mayan Weather Report. And so the idea is that the more aware and conscious we are of what is trying to move through us, what is trying to evolve, the more we can allow it to happen, the more we can really breathe through it and allow it to give birth. And that's the theme of this 13-day wave spell of the red dragon that we have just entered today. So the red dragon archetype is the primal mother. It's very earthy. It's the red dragon energy is all about creating the nurturing space to allow new things to be born into the world. So the obvious analogy is, a human birth. We look at a human birth, and if we resist through our fear and all the conditioning as to birth being such a traumatic thing and birth being so dangerous and all these things that are just, kind of perpetuated out there, mostly by male doctors as well. There's a lot of good ones, don't get me wrong. But there's this attitude that birth is dangerous. It's an extreme sport almost. But it is potentially the most natural thing for a human to have a baby. It's what we're built for. Men and women, it's like that's our base evolutionary purpose at the beginning. And we're lifting that up, but birth is still a very real part of our lives. And you see a lot when they talk about ecstatic birth and things like this. There's women out there, incredible women, who have been able to really find comfort in the process, find comfort and trust in their own bodies to deliver on the mission that they've been called to, which is to have this child. And using their breath and many different techniques like that, they are able to actually go through the process of birth as a deep spiritual movement as opposed to a traumatic, dangerous experience. Now that shift in perspective is huge. And what I want to do is suggest that for this next 13 days beginning today, you are going to go through contractions that will be about birthing the next phase for you. The next 260 days, which is approximately 9 months, just short of 9 months. So in 9 months, the next 260 days, you're going to be going through every galactic Mayan signature, and each one is going to take you on this incredible journey each day in giving birth to your hero's journey, your deepest life's purpose. So allow this next 13 days to give yourself space to be in contractions, like a real birth. There'll be times where it's really intense and it feels like everything is just fucking up and failing and what am I doing? It's just breathe. And whenever you're in that space, don't react. Don't make any decisions from that headspace, because you'll just get yourself entangled even deeper. So instead, during this next 13 days of the Red Dragon, treat it as if you're giving birth to a new version of yourself. You're giving birth to a new mission, a new hero's journey that you're about to embark on. And follow these galactic weather reports, and each day, take a moment to tap in and see if you can witness the pattern yourself. See if you can see these archetypes and themes in the world around you and in your own life. And as you do that, you'll start being able to really truly witness for yourself that this is a cosmic plan that has, that you just need to surrender to and take action when your heart calls, not your mind, from a stable, grounded place. So that's the Red Dragon Wavespell that's happening. 13 days that are coming, starting today. And the last piece I want to offer is this Red Dragon archetype can often bring a lot of feeling of responsibility. That you are responsible for saving the planet. You're responsible for saving your family. You're responsible for all these things in the world. But responsibility, it was a beautiful teacher and friend, Vasumi Jika, that works with this work, that taught me once, that a lot about words, that responsibility is the ability to respond, nothing else. So you may feel through these 13 days that you can't allow yourself to birth your actual higher purpose because you feel like you have a responsibility to someone else in your life or to other jobs or things where you have responsibilities. Really drop in deep and see, where do I have an ability to respond right now? In every moment, whenever you're feeling overwhelmed by, what's coming in the future, the bills or this or that, question, can I do something about it now? Can you respond to it now? And if you can, it is a part of your responsibility to look at and take care of. If you cannot take an action now, then do not carry it as a responsibility, as a weight, because that will weigh you down unnecessarily when you have other responsibilities that are actually now. And those responsibilities are normally around yourself, your self-care, your own self-discipline, your own journey in finding purpose for yourself. So make sure you're not carrying the world of responsibility on your shoulders, but also make sure that you do carry yours. We all have responsibility. We all have an ability to respond in each moment. So make sure that you're finding out what that is for you. And now if you want help with that, I'm beginning a 6-week course on Sunday. It's a 6-week activation course with the Gene Keys work, where we're going to take you through an incredible journey in dropping into your genetic makeup, which we get from your time of birth using a combination of astrology, human design, the Gene Keys. And it's going to be a 6-week process. I'm taking a special crew to teach them how to use this body of work to bring more awareness into your life so that you can begin to see what your purpose is. You can begin to teach yourself. You become your own authority, not relying on me, not relying on anybody else. You can do it all yourself. But to be able to do that requires some special tools, or it requires awareness. And these special tools that I use are my favorites, and I'm honored to be sharing them with a special group of adventurers starting this Sunday. So there's a link under this if you want to check that out. Click that. We've only got limited spaces, and we're already filling out. We've got about 5 people in now. We're only going to take 9. So if that calls you, then please jump on and check it out. So thank you for tuning into the Mind Weather Report, and keep track of the dailies as they come, and I'll see you mid-Wavespell. So much love. In Lakesh. Mwah.